Hey guys, Francois T here. Welcome back to another SNF live chat. It's really fantastic to be back because it's been a long time since we've been here. Before I go any further, I want to say hello to my fabulous co-host, Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Yo.
Yo, love it. Look, I mean, it's been quite a while since we've done a live SNF chat, hasn't it?
It has been a while. It has.
Mm.
We did one a little while ago, but I don't remember when.
Nice. Well, we'll have to consult the gods and find out.
Oh, yes, yes.
If you are in the room, then thank you for joining us. And we appreciate it greatly. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section.
We like the joiners.
We do.
And the
Now,
talkers.
we do. We really do. And if anyone's new to the room, what we do here at the SNF live chat is, well, we talk about pretty much anything. Nothing's off limits. But if there's anything you'd like to discuss, just leave a comment in the comment box, and we'll be sure to address it. So. Yes. So sorry, I just thought I heard something there, but I don't think I did. Okay.
If you don't join, then clearly we are just going to ramble to ourselves because there'll be no comments.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
And yeah, you're either going to love it, or you're going to find it weird, or you're going to laugh. But either way, grab yourself a beverage, be it alcoholic or no, and sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Australia?
Sorry?
Grab yourself a beverage on a Thursday night if you're in Australia.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I keep thinking it's Friday. For those of you who've been keeping up to date with the little information I've been giving you, I've been doing some work, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I've been doing some work, and I work from Tuesday to Thursday. So to me, today's like a Friday, and I have to keep remembering it's actually Thursday. So I do apologize for those of you who are working tomorrow. You might not want to have a drink, but hey, you might live on the edge. If you do,
get a little
feel free to. Yeah. And I mean, if you're like on the other side of the world and it's the morning, grab yourself a cup of hot cocoa or a coffee or something. That'll work.
Exactly what I'm doing. I am drinking the hot chocolate right now because I'm crazy like that.
Oh, wonderful. And well, for me, it is just about 11 p.m. here, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So, of course, I have my vanilla Coke on standby.
Of course. Caffeine at 11 p.m.
Mm-hmm. It's just. So there we go.
One day you'll be sponsored.
Yes. One day. It'll happen. So yeah, it's just got to keep in that way.
Telling ourselves that.
Exactly. It'll happen. It will.
You mentioned working recently.
Yes.
So what have you been actually doing at work?
Well, it's been very interesting, actually. A bit of a sea change for me as far as careers are concerned. I'm working in a kitchen at the moment. Yes, and it's been quite fun. Like, I don't really talk about it too much on the channel, but I have been cooking basically since I was 7. My mother had this saying, as long as you know how to cook, I know you'll be fine. So she taught me from a young age.
Now, do you like cooking from boxes normally? or from scratch?
Honestly, I'm quite happy to do whatever. I'm happy to cook from scratch or boxes, but I will say I much prefer desserts. So if I can be put on desserts, I'll be very happy. Not really a main cook, but I'll do it if I need to. I prefer to make desserts.
Baking things is fun.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So you've been working in the kitchen.
I have been.
And I hear that you've had some after hours, if you will, extracurricular, not really, things that you've been getting up to after work. And would you like to just tell us a little bit about that?
I would love to. I really would. Are we talking about Tuesdays?
The singing.
Yes, excellent. We are. Yes, so after work on Tuesday, late afternoon, we have a karaoke group, and that's wonderful. Rather than just going home, I stick around and I do a few numbers every week. It's been quite fun, actually.
You know what? I
And
don't think I've actually ever sung just karaoke on my own. I don't even think I've sung karaoke with other people.
oh
I feel like
wow,
I would get a little bit, and by a little bit I mean intense anxiety
yeah.
singing karaoke. It's a bit of
Look,
pressure. Like there's a lot of pressure there.
yeah.
Even
Oh,
though it's
there
supposed
is.
to be a bit shit, everyone knows karaoke
No.
is meant to be the best. But for me, I'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, look, I totally understand and agree, and it's still the same for me. Like, I started singing in choirs back when I was a child, but I do karaoke all the time, like just when I'm on my own. But
Mm.
yeah, even like I've done karaoke out in front of people, but even nowadays, like I've been doing karaoke for with this particular thing after work. I've been doing it for, say about 5 weeks, maybe more. And I'm still nervous. Like every time I go up to sing, I'm still nervous.
Well, I used to be in a big choir, and
Mm,
it was the Australian Youth Choir. I don't know if you. I'm sure I told you about it before, but I can't remember because
yeah.
my brain. But they're the ones that do in Australia. If you guys know the Qantas ads, there was Qantas television ads a long time ago, and they have all the kids lined up singing. Yeah,
Mhm.
like singing the "I Still Call Australia Home" song. So I wasn't in
Yeah.
that, by the way, but
You
um,
weren't?
no, I wasn't in the ad or anything. It was
Okay.
the good ones because like this choir is like all over Australia, different
Yeah.
ones.
Mhm.
So I was in that, and there was one time we went to the opera house. No, we went somewhere to sing.
Mhm.
Big place. I think it was Town Hall, maybe here in Sydney. Big, big,
Right.
huge theatre.
Mhm.
Freaking terrifying. So
Oh,
scary. And that's in a giant choir. I mean, this is a big choir, and
yeah.
kids from all over Australia come to the one spot. No, it was so scary.
Oh, I believe
I
it.
wouldn't, I wouldn't be able to do that. Karaoke, I would be terrified. It's just pressure.
It is. Look, it is a lot of pressure. I mean, whether you're taking it seriously or not, and I think one of my biggest problems is I take it very seriously every
That,
chance I get to sing.
yeah, that would be my issue too.
Yeah.
I would be taking it too serious, and I would just be like, no. And I was a good singer as a kid. I was like, yeah, man, because I was in a choir. I auditioned.
Yeah.
So it's a serious choir. It's not just like a funsy thing. Like we do
Mhm.
big performances and stuff.
Yeah.
But now as an adult,
Yeah.
cannot sing that well. Don't have much pitch.
Oh,
Sorry, mate.
oh, I'm sure you can get it back.
No, because when you're a kid, even as a girl, it's like your voice breaks a little bit, or maybe just mine
Yeah.
did. But yeah, I could sing higher as a kid. I was like singing the high notes, and now I just would not. Can't do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, mm, we'll see. No, but I have to say definitely about nerves. So last week I sung "Listen." For those of you who know the film Dreamgirls, Beyonce's character song "Listen." And it's a really big number for those of you who don't know, where lots of like long notes and high notes and all that sort of thing. And I was so nervous that I completely fluffed up a section of it.
Yeah.
And then this week I sung two songs, but one of those songs was "I Have Nothing" by Whitney Houston. And I went out to sing the song, still feeling extremely nervous. And then suddenly, just part of me thought, you know what? If you're going to stuff up, you're going to stuff up. So just let it go. Just know that you probably will stuff up and just sing the thing. And it's amazing. I didn't stuff it up. And so I think that's why I need to tell myself, look, you're going to stuff up anyway. Just sing. Like, don't even think
Oh
about
man.
it. Yeah. And yeah, so that's worked out really well. Now, I just want to give a shout out to a dear friend of ours, Mr. President A, who has sent me a quick message saying that he will not be here with us live, but he'll be watching delayed tomorrow. So I just want to say a
Oh,
big shout out to him. He's a big supporter of Comment Below and let me know.
Miss President A. Hi, President A.
So much love.
Good old President A.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So no, that's been a lot of fun, and it's interesting though. I feel like there's some limitations with this group because this group is run inside a church area and among churchgoers. So I feel like there are certain songs that might be a bit inappropriate for me to sing that I would like to do. Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but in saying that, no, it's been quite a ride, and I will tell you about one interesting story. 2 weeks ago, I had this lovely old lady come up to me, and she said, "Oh, you did very well, dear." She was very nice, and then she spent the next 5 minutes showing me pictures of her grandkids.
Oh,
It was
what
lovely.
a sweetheart.
She was like, "You did very well, dear. This is my grandson."
Oh, that's such an old lady thing to do.
Exactly.
Photos of the grandkids.
Exactly. It was so sweet.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yep. Old people. They
no.
are fun.
Yes, they are. I think she's like my biggest fan, anyway.
No.
But yeah, no, that was great. And yeah, for the last couple of weeks, some of the people from my work have actually come to watch me sing. That's been a bit nerve-wracking.
Oh my gosh, you are like drawing a crowd.
I am, but
Like you should just get like a busking license and just get like a microphone and just go sing out on the street.
I should.
Put a coffee mug out and be like, no, that's not for coffee. I have that over here.
Exactly. Put your money in there. We need that money. Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. But no, it's been really good. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. I think you have a story from today too, what you said before, that you might want to chat about something.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so guys, we all, go through things, throughout our lives, and I wanted to present an issue that I'm facing, I guess you could say, and just sort of see what anyone has to say about it. So feel free to let me know what your thoughts are. So I'm dealing with a particular person who is, I don't want to give away too many specifics, obviously, for anonymity's sake, but I'm dealing with someone who is, let's say, ranked above me. And as I say, I've been cooking since I was 7. I love cooking. When given the chance, I'll cook up a storm. And sometimes I'm given the most basic things to do, which is fine. I don't complain. But for the past couple of days, this person has been sniffing around me like a dog, and I just don't know what to do. Every 2 seconds, she's looking over me, saying, call me when you've done the first step. And it would be something simple as, say, making cookies. Call me once you've put the butter into the flour, but before you, crumb it with your fingers. Call me before you put in the milk. Like,
that's
really
odd.
Yeah. So now, my fear is first of all, my fear is if I say something, I might snap, and that won't be a good thing. But I also fear that if I say something, it could be like it might not be appropriate to say something. She's above me, so
construed in a not good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's very odd because, obviously, in your situation, these things are simple tasks, and obviously, if you're in a different job, you probably wouldn't have someone overlooking you that closely.
Yep. True.
That's a bit weird.
It is.
What do you do in situations like that?
Well,
not.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I wanted to put it out there to everyone. So saying, yeah, guys, do you guys have any advice? Like, yeah, let me know, because I'm sort of stuck. And it's just, I mean, there are, for anyone out there who's seen Harry Potter, you'll totally get this. There are many times where I'd be like, there are several things I would like to see. But it's just not appropriate in the workplace.
No, obviously, you're going to have to just kind of roll with it and hopefully said person will be like, okay, well, this person's capable. I don't know. People are quite odd in the way that they feel that they need to do things at times,
Yeah,
and the
clearly.
reasons why they feel like they may need to do things at times. But yeah, that is quite odd. I
Yeah,
can't say I've been in that situation, but
it's not fun. Like, especially if you're
not in
making
a position to actually say anything really either.
exactly.
I
Um,
remember walking around a store once, a shop, and the owner and kept following my friend and I, and this was like an op shop, so it was like a thrift store, op shop,
yep.
and I was like, okay, that's why. When one, it's an op shop, they're selling really old things, and two, we're not going to steal things. That's really weird. And but I mean, in that position, we were able to go, okay, you are hovering way too much.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable. But yeah, no, in your position, it's a bit hard.
It is. Look, I mean, I gotta be honest, I have a problem with hovering in general. Yeah, it's
No one likes
just
to hover. Like, unless you really,
exactly.
really need the help, unless it's a much more difficult task and you're like, okay, I need you to hover over me and correct me if I need correcting,
Yeah.
and like a shadow,
Yeah.
you shadow me. Other than that, no, hovering is not cool. It gives you anxiety. It makes you stressed out. It makes you feel like even the most simplest tasks you could be doing wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Put the butter in correctly.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, how can I like stuff up putting the butter in correctly? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
But I do remember one time I went out to a what was it? I think it was like a Vietnamese restaurant or something. Oh, excuse me. And I went out with a couple of people. We ordered some food. The food arrived. So, yeah, as you do, talking, eating, all that stuff. I kid you not, every 5 minutes, the waiter came over and asked us how the food was.
Yeah, that too much hovering.
Exactly. It's like, you give me my food. I heard a great quote today. I have my food. Shut up. I want to eat. I like that. So,
That's pretty direct and to the point. No messing around with that. Just like, shut up, I want to eat. Like, legit.
yeah, exactly. Um,
It makes me feel really odd. Like, is there a reason? Am I like, is there something weird about me? I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to chill out and do my thing.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't get why people do that.
No, it's really uncomfortable.
If you're one of those kind of people and you're listening or you listen to this after it's finished,
Yeah.
please don't hover. People don't like it. So.
No, exactly right.
I mean, it's okay if you're with like friends or family members or whatever and they're doing something and you want to hover over them and be like, what you doing?
But that can be kind of adorable at times. It really depends on the situation.
It can also be really annoying, but it
True.
depends. But it can be cute, but usually when it's a stranger and they're offering a service or they're above you in a position at work or you're in a shop or whatever, it's just kind of weird and creepy and annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah. But other
Uh,
than that, work has been pretty good.
yeah, it has. Look, I mean, I'm not afraid to say that for the first time in my life, I actually wake up looking forward to going to work, which is not something I've ever had. So,
No.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm completely aware that I make it sound terrible with this person who's like higher than me in the kitchen, but aside from that, I'm really enjoying it, which is good. So, I think we might be suffering from a few technical issues at the moment, um, but that's okay. I'm sure that we will get that sorted and be right back with you. But in the meantime, if you are here and you're listening in and you'd like to be involved in the conversation, please feel free to leave something in the chat box. we'll be more than happy to address it. Otherwise, if you like being a bit of a voyeur and just, does voyeur count with listening? Who knows? Well, if you like doing that, that's totally fine. We hope that we are making your Thursday evening, if you're in Australia, or Wednesday or whatever it is around the world, very pleasant. Well, it looks like Tori has joined us. Hello, Tori. Tori says, I woke up early enough to jump in. Yay, Tori. Fantastic to have you here. It looks like we've got a few people here, so definitely feel free to join in the conversation. Sarah, do we have you over there?
I am back. I had some issues. We are good.
No problems at all. Well, guess what? We have Tori joining us.
Hi, Tori.
Yeah, she said she woke up early enough to jump in.
Yay!
Yay! That's so cool. We love when people comment and join in the conversation. So much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what's going on with you guys? Certainly comment. Wow, it's been a while since I said comment below and let me know. But comment below and let me know. Yeah, and so today, if you've just joined us, we're talking about a few topics, but one of them is we're talking about hovering. I'm in a situation at work where I'm dealing with someone who's higher than me who just keeps hovering, and it's really annoying. What's your view on hovering? Let us know.
Yes. Are you a hoverer, or do you have people that hover over you, and how do you feel about it?
Yeah, do you like it? Maybe you're someone who's like, oh, I love when people hover.
Makes me feel so important.
Exactly.
You give me attention.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in your situation, it's making you feel a bit uncomfortable, but there's not much you can do about it.
No, exactly right. And while we're here, we did also talk about the fact that I've joined a karaoke group. It's a lot of fun. If you have a favourite song to sing at the karaoke, let us know.
At
That would be
the
fun.
karaoke.
At the karaoke.
Karaoke.
Woo, you know. So Tori says, my mother was a hover mum. I hated it so much. I love my independence and freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, look, my mum kind of hovered. You know, she hovered when I was meant to be doing my homework, but yeah, we're not like that. Yeah, but otherwise, what about you, Sarah? Sorry.
About me? I don't
Uh-huh.
know. I don't think my parents hovered that much. I mean,
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I've blocked it out or something. I don't remember specific hovering where I was like, ah, why?
I do love that, you know, Tori's saying she loves her independence and freedom because it's a very good point. Like people who do like to be independent and you know to just sort of do things on their own. I am a team player, don't get me wrong, but especially if I'm doing something like cooking and I'm doing it on my own, I like to literally be on my own.
Yeah, like if you had specifically went into the kitchen or, for example, at work, and you're doing it on your own, you just want to do it on your own. If it was
Yeah.
if it was a team operation,
Mhm.
then you're probably like, I'm cool, that's fine. Or
Yeah.
if you're hanging out with a buddy, a friend, and doing it, that's cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
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 This is one thing that bothered me living at home is that I like watching TV shows mostly on my own.
Yep.
I'm not normally a hang out with people and watch stuff together kind of person.
Yep.
Because I find all the other people around me distracting, so I hated it when people would come in and sort of distract me from what I'm doing. I don't know if that's classed as hovering, but I just did not like it. I'm like, even if they were standing there, if someone's just standing there not talking, it's a distraction to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in the vicinity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right. But yeah, I could say that at work. Okay, Tori says, I've only done karaoke once and I sung Baby Got Back. I don't know that one.
Yeah, but that's cool though.
No, but yeah, that's...
Yeah, I don't recall doing karaoke unless I was really drunk or something. I don't remember ever doing karaoke before. I've been to pubs where they're doing karaoke there,
Mhm.
but no.
What about this? If you haven't been...
Even in a group, I don't think I'd get up in a group either.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So for those people, including Sarah, who haven't done karaoke before, I'll phrase the question differently. If you were to do karaoke, what song do you think you'd sing?
Oh my god. I don't even know. Like something really old and cheesy, like for me, John Farnham or something.
Oh, sweet. Good old Johnny
You're the
Farnham.
voice or something. I don't know.
Nice. It'll take the pressure down. Yeah.
It would take the pressure down, which would take the pressure down because everyone would be like, "Hey man, I know this song."
Exactly.
And they'd be like, sing along together because I know it too.
Yeah.
I'll be really lame and be like, "Come on, crowd!" and like, pump the crowd up.
Into it.
People will be sitting there drunk, like, "Yeah."
Oh, I will say, so for the first, whatever it was, 5 weeks or whatever, I was literally me standing there, my friend singing. Yeah, that was it. I mean, singing okay, but just standing there. This week on Tuesday, someone, one of my friends at work was asking me to sing a song I haven't sung in 10 years. Backstreet Boys' "Larger Than Life."
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I would get down to some Backstreet Boys as well.
I know, right? Cool. So I sung the song, and I felt sort of like a dead stick figure just standing there. So I got to a point where I did, you know how those singers, like, they sort of clap their hands to the microphone, encouraging people to clap?
Yeah.
I did that for about 10 seconds. No one clapped. I kept going, and I was literally 2 seconds away from going clap. But then
Mother lovers.
exactly, that's the rule. When the singer claps their hand in the microphone, you clap, okay? But they did in the end, so that was good. But I'm thinking next time I'd like a few backup dancers, maybe.
You
Be a
just
bit
need
fun.
backup dancers with signs. They'll pick up their sign that says clap or like a song, so people know like it's time to clap now.
Exactly.
I'll be back. I am happy to be your like crowd pump up, like the person that pumps the crowd up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yay!
I'll get all the because you got some old ladies and people there.
Yep.
I'll get them all up and dance and be like, come on.
Nice. Oh, this sounds like fun.
And then I'll be like, I'm not gonna dance. I'm gonna sit down, but you dance.
Yeah.
But I'll cheer you on while you're dancing.
Okay, and so I want to give a big shout out to Kate, who is listening at the moment. Kate is someone that I work with, so hello, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Welcome to SNF Live. If there's anything you'd like to say, feel free to say in the comment box, but otherwise, thank you for listening.
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything random you want to talk about, throw it in there and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, because that's how we roll.
It is how we roll. I rolled my hand while I was saying that, but no one can see that, so just imagine.
Oh, yes. Yeah, exactly. So, I guess broadening the subject matter at the moment, has anyone else been in any sort of awkward situations at work where it's sort of like you want to say something, but you don't feel like you can, as Kate says, hello, Kate. Yeah, anyone been in awkward situations? Let us know.
I
Go
remember
ahead.
working at McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
ever not, and I was thrown out in because it was an actual store. It wasn't like a like a takeaway one. It was an actual store, so there was a dining room. I had to clean the dining room every day, which was not fun. And I got pulled in by one of the assistant managers, and they were like, just so you know, you need to smile more. You're not smiling enough. I'm like, what? I'm cleaning. I couldn't say anything because I felt like I was in a position that I wasn't allowed to. But I was thinking to myself, how am I supposed to smile more when I'm on my own, cleaning all day by myself? There are teenagers coming in and throwing their stuff everywhere, so that's just not going to make you happy.
No.
Like, what am I supposed to be smiling about? I'm doing my job, so that should be good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently I, had to smile more, but I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a weird situation. I don't know if anyone else would find that weird, but I found that quite weird because it's like,
Yeah, no,
what you expect from me.
and I can definitely understand it. I mean, like, you were doing a job, so.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
doing
right.
my job. And besides, I had a lot of conversations with cleaning anyway. You'd have the random customer be like, and like I had a few tattoos at the time already.
Yeah.
And usually places are iffy about tattoos, but it was always a conversation opener. Everyone would always be like, "Oh man, I love your tattoo," and talking to me about it. And then they tell me about their tattoos that they have or they want to get. So yeah, that was
Oh,
interesting.
nice.
Always friendly with the customers.
Yeah, it's interesting. That might lead me into another topic in just a moment. But before we do, regrettably, Tori has had to go. She says, I loved being here, but I have to go. My son just woke up, mummy duty.
Yeah, that's all right. Thank you for
But,
joining us.
yeah, thanks for being here, Tori. No problems at all.
Well,
So, sorry, go on.
I said it's been a while.
Yeah, it has. I mean, and look, guys, I'm completely honest. As you know, I am working at the moment, and that has quite a bit to do with it. But you guys have stuck around, whether it's here on YouTube or in the Facebook group or whatever, and I really do appreciate that. So I just want to say, like, thank you very much. I know I haven't had a lot of time, but I'll get to videos when I can, and I was able to tonight, which is good. So it's nice to have a reunion,
Yeah,
so to
but
say.
it's really nice because you still have, people coming that used to come to the videos or whatever, still joining in when they can as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, that's cool. So I thought, since you're talking about tattoos, that we could have a quick discussion about them. Now I know that there are people out there who, toy, they're completely against it.
Actually,
Then,
weirdly, I was going to bring up tattoos with you in this conversation, and it's led
oh,
here naturally. Oh, how beautiful.
wonderfully timed. Well, go right ahead, Sarah. Lieutenant Sarah.
No, lead in, Dal. Go for it.
No, just wanted to open up the topic just for general discussion because I think there are some people who are against it. There's some people who are really for it. Some that might get one. Some that are like me that are interested but haven't got one yet. Yeah, so it's very interesting, and I understand that Sarah, you were considering getting a tattoo, but you had some problems acquiring a place to get one.
Oh, yes. It's been, okay, guys, it's been a really long time since I've gotten a tattoo, and I have a few big ones on my arm already. But that was like literally, what, maybe 4 years ago? I can't even remember. It's been so long. So I've been looking for a tattoo place because I'm going a bit crazy. I really want a tattoo. And all the tattoo shops in my area seem to have all closed down. Apparently, people in my area don't get tattoos enough because the shops are all closed down. So it's been a bit frustrating, but
Yeah.
hopefully I'll find a shop and get a quote and get a
Yeah.
tattoo soon. I have to save some money because I am
Yeah.
not very rich. But yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I love tattoos. I plan to have a lot of tattoos. It's something that in my family is completely normal.
Yeah.
The people that I've been around in my life, a lot of people that I've known have had tattoos or piercings or something of that nature. So
Yeah.
it's normal to me. But yeah,
Yeah.
I have seen people and I've had people express to me, and then I've had people just seen people on the internet and stuff express how much they hate tattoos, and that's fine, that's cool. But some people have some very, very silly views of it, which is
Yeah.
frustrating.
Well, I mean, I was not financially, but in the respect of culture, I was brought up in a very, I guess you could say, conservative
Yeah.
sort of family. So yeah, tattoos were just, yeah, like
No, growing
massive
up.
no, exactly. And then yeah, I guess the more I learned about it and spoke to people about them, I realized, well, it's not as bad as I've been led to believe at all. If anything,
No,
it's a
and
beautiful
tattoos,
thing.
people that maybe don't have enough knowledge might,
Mhm.
and have grown up conservatively, might associate tattoos with a certain type of person
Mhm.
or certain types of people.
Very true.
And I think these days tattoos are like everybody has them kind of thing. It's like
Yeah.
just as common as wearing a t-shirt, like it's pretty normal for a lot of people.
Yeah.
People of all kinds will have tattoos these days. So
Yeah. No, it's true. And yeah. Very interesting. But it's very true to never judge a book by its cover. I don't know why this keeps coming to me, but because I've said the story a few times this week, but I remember my mum telling me quite a few years ago, she went to a course and she was sitting there waiting for the lesson to start, and this full-on biker dude sat next to her with tattoos. She was freaking out, but there was nowhere to move because all the other seats were taken. So sort of shaking in her boots in a way, she didn't know what to say. The guy turned around and started talking to her, and the next thing you know, he's telling her about his lovely garden out the back and how he always tends to it and hopes that they, have a lovely bloomage this year, sort of thing. She's like, it's so true. You just can't judge a book by its cover.
You really can't.
Yeah.
You do. You think, oh my gosh, tattoos, bikers, people that have been in jail. I mean, maybe that's a very old school way of looking at tattoos, because a lot of people don't think like that anymore. But there are some people that literally still do. And then you realise, your doctor, that they're, your surgeon that's during your surgery takes his coat off and he's got a full arm tattoo, and you're like, oh wow, didn't expect that.
Yeah, right?
The bank that has their suit on, and then they're on the weekend, they're drinking a beer and they have all these tattoos, and you're like, oh, didn't realize.
Exactly.
I saw a thing on Facebook once saying it was literally the don't judge a book by its cover. And it was a man, like a surgeon, with a long white doctor's coat on, and then without the coat on, he was like literally like full of tattoos, and you're like, oh.
Wow. Yeah.
And you just,
there you go.
And look, I plan on having a lot of tattoos. I know that's not everyone's style. I know that people are like, too much. I don't really care because it's my body. And I said to you a few weeks ago, I remember saying, tattoos are something that I can keep with me for the rest of my life. It belongs to me and nobody else. Nobody can take them from me. So that's the way I feel.
And I think that's really beautiful.
Right?
That's a good way to look at it. And I mean, here's the trypanophobe who's scared of needles, but I'll get over it someday.
Oh, yes. I had a discussion with family members the other day about needle fears.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my mum is pretty scared of needles. She's okay with getting needles, but putting cannulas in or drawing blood out, sticking needles in veins, she literally has bad anxiety. So you're not the only one.
Oh, yes. So, since we are here at SNF Live, and once again, if anyone has any comments, feel free to let us know. But since we haven't had a comment for a while, I want to ask you, Sarah, about the reunion for the Real Housewives of Melbourne. Did you see it?
Hey, I have a question while we're here, while we're chatting. Is there supposed to be 2 reunion episodes or just the one?
I'm going to say 1. If there's 2, feel free to let me know, but I think there's only 1. I think they wrapped it up.
I think they did as well. It confused me because I know that in previous seasons, at least from what I'm remembering, they split it up over 2 episodes.
Yeah, 2 parts,
So I was a bit confused. I was like, where's the second one? But
not. No, not this time.
No. So what did you think about it?
Interesting.
I'm trying to remember everything that happened, actually.
Well, I will say this. This is one of the things I remember. They brought up Gina's accusation of Sally. Excuse my language, but Gina said that Sally called her a wog bitch off camera. Yeah. And I honestly thought that they would try and do something to prove or deny it happening. Like when Gina used the C word in the bathroom with, was it Janet? Or whoever, Lydia or whoever it was. I thought...
All the way back in the...
Season 1. Yep, it was.
But they had video proof of that, though. They did have proof.
Yeah, where I guess... Yeah. Sorry? Of this one?
No, no, of Gina saying what she said in the bathroom,
Yeah,
and they had video proof.
yeah.
But this time around with Sally, there seems to be, they didn't put out any video confirmation of that or audio confirmation.
That's sort of weird. But I do want to ask. So Gina was going off at, I think it was Sally. I don't exactly remember who. And then all of a sudden, Jackie gets up off the couch and sits next to Gina like, you need to stop this right now because I know where this is going.
Yes.
What was going on there? She's like, Alex, you got to wrap this up. You got to wrap it up now.
Oh, I don't even remember what they were saying. It's been a whole week, guys. It's been
Yeah,
a whole
true.
week.
It has
But,
been.
yeah. Yeah, I think it was at Sally, and she was basically going on like, who are you? Like, no one cares about you. Why are you even here? Kind of thing, and just continuing on quite badly. And yeah, Jackie was just like, I think Jackie was just getting overwhelmed. Like, this is
Yeah.
not going good. We need to get out there. We need to stop this, nip it in the bud, and get it done because it's gonna just blow up.
Exactly. Now, for those of you who don't watch The Real Housewives of Melbourne, Jackie Gillies is one of them, married to international rock star Ben Gillies from Silverchair. She's a psychic. However, if you do not have cable, Foxtel, or whatever, you can, in Australia, watch Channel 9's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Because Jackie is on there right now. Oh, well, not right now, but in this season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's been
pretty
interesting.
good.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about this show as well.
Oh.
Obviously, loving Jackie there, loving
Yeah.
some of the characters.
Mm.
But what I was going to ask you about was if you, oh my god, I'm not going to say it like
Yeah.
Julia says it, but if you were on the show, what is one challenge or whatever that you would just absolutely not do? Because they're all pretty terrible. I'm talking like cats and snakes and bugs and spiders and gross food and like anything that's absolutely terrible that you can think of has been in this.
That's true. Okay, I wouldn't do the one that Anthony Mundine and Danny Green did with in the snake pit.
Yeah, that was horrific.
Because not only was that horrific, but before they went in, the host was saying to them, "Your safety is our biggest concern. So if we see you're in trouble, we'll get you out of there as soon as we can."
Yeah, I mean they had safety goggles. All really the only protection that they had was I think safety goggles. And other than that, they were they had their normal clothes on and everything, all exposed, snakes on their face and everything. Yeah.
So Kate's just commented saying she's awesome in the jungle, Jackie.
Yeah, she is awesome in the jungle.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of people that don't like it. So on social media, on Facebook, there's obviously the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here page.
Yeah.
And they're putting up regular posts, and I'm seeing a lot of people that just don't like Jackie. But obviously, we love Jackie because we've known her previously. It's been nice getting to see her in a different setting.
Yeah, definitely.
I think she's a trooper. She's kind of going for everything and she's got a strong personality. I think that's why people don't like her. She's not like she's very straight to the point about things.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like she's a beautiful soul, which doesn't take crap from anyone.
No.
Yeah.
Do no harm, take no shit.
Exactly. I will say someone who surprised me that I didn't know. Well, I didn't know most of them to be honest, but who's really surprised me, who I've grown to love, is Vicky from the UK.
I love Vicky.
I know, right?
I'm just gonna put it out there. I am like, yes, I love Jackie. I loved Jackie.
Yeah.
But I am loving Vicky and I'm loving Paul. I love them both so
much.
I know. Vicky actually won the UK.
Yes, UK version.
The UK version. So
yep. Yeah.
I mean, I had no clue who she was when she came in.
Yeah.
I had done a little bit of Googling and YouTubing since then.
Yep.
But yeah, I love her. Her personality is just the best. I think I would be friends with her if I were in there. Yeah.
No, she's fantastic. Well, let's talk about the the last, what I'm going to call legitimate vote off from the Australian public, and the last legitimate one for me being Kerry.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm sorry, just quickly, sorry before you answer. Anyone who watches this show, I do not count David Oldfield getting out there as being a legitimate thing, because I think we all knew he was going.
We did. I mean, Australia, like the whole of Australia was like, listen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Lisa is actually okay. I mean, she's
Yeah.
my favourite, but she's alright.
Yeah, exactly, especially with that.
His wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to talk about Kerry.
Kerry, yeah. So what do we think of her, and are we surprised she left the jungle?
I'm actually not that surprised because personally, I didn't like Kerry that much. I thought she was nice, but I found that she brought the atmosphere down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I can agree with that.
Anyway.
Yeah, definitely. You know who's surprising me, and I think she now has a chance to do really well, but I thought she was going to go much earlier on, is Simone.
Simone, there you go. Yeah.
I really thought she was going to be voted out early on. But she's
I think that she is kind of breaking the stereotype of models, isn't she?
Yeah. Yes, that's pretty interesting. So who don't we like?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about this because you might not know this because you haven't watched the last 2 episodes, but they're going to start evicting night after night.
What? No, I don't like that.
What? Yes, indeed. But anyway, so who are you wanting to stay and who are you wanting to go?
Oh, well, can I ask first of all, was anyone like removed last night or tonight that we know of?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I think it's only on Sunday nights normally.
Okay.
But they are going to start doing it like for some reason this season.
Right.
I've watched other seasons because I never watched.
Yeah, I haven't either. Yeah, yeah.
But from what I gather from other seasons, it's actually been like, week by week that they've done evictions. But no, they're going to start speeding it up.
So, sorry, what was your question about it?
Who do you want to stay and who do you want to go? Kind of roughly ranked.
Okay. Let's see. It's a tough one. I would like. I mean, David was easy pickings, but he's gone now.
I started liking a lot of them, although I do have favourites. But they're kind of like a little family. It's a bit sad.
Yeah. Look, maybe if I had to be picky. Hang on, wait, no. Without being picky, I'm happy for Lisa to go only because she's new.
Yeah.
She hasn't been there the whole time.
Developed like a, real tight thing with her. Like I wouldn't be sad if she went.
Yeah, and for another one, same story, but also starting to get on my nerves. Danny Green.
Danny Green, he's alright. He's actually not getting on my nerves. I don't like him, but I don't hate him. I don't hate him as much as I did in the beginning.
Which is interesting because I liked him in the beginning. But that's because...
Getting on my nerves?
Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt then. Do you know who is getting on my nerves and
who
I don't like?
Who?
Josh. I don't know what it is about him.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
I did like him to begin with, and now I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't think I'd be sad if he went.
Yeah.
He's not one of my top fave kind of thing.
Yeah, wouldn't miss him. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that.
What about Ron and
Brenda?
Ron.
I love it. I do. I have to say, my God. I mean, I don't know if I ever saw any of her shows, but I'm gonna say I didn't know Fiona O'Loughlin going in.
Yeah, I did. She's done some Melbourne comedy festivals.
Okay. But I've as Kate says, Josh is hot. He gets a free pass. Well, there you go, Kate. Fantastic.
Yep, Josh for Kate.
So yeah, exactly. We'll lock that in. Yep. Where was I?
So you were talking. Were you going to talk about we were talking
Fiona.
about Ron and,
Yeah, Ron and Brenda, and I'll get to that one second. Yeah, so I didn't know her going in. She came in, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna like her, whatever. After about I wouldn't even say a week, I fell in love with Fiona really quickly. I think she has a chance to do well, and she's. I don't want to say they're edited to look any way, but I will say I feel like the hosts really support Fiona. Yeah.
I like Fiona. I didn't at the beginning because I knew her.
Oh, yeah.
I had watched the Melbourne Comedy Festivals and any stand-up comedy that she had done.
Yeah.
I had watched, and she was pretty funny. She was alright. Australia represent.
Yes.
Came in, I was a little uncertain. I was like, I don't know. I feel like she could be a bit whiny and a bit annoying.
Yeah.
But no, she's grown on me a bit, and her and what's his name?
Peter.
Yeah, her and Peter gone completely. But yeah, her and Peter, pretty funny together.
Oh,
like two oldies were like, we'll just stand together.
yeah.
We're the older generation. We don't understand the youngins.
Exactly.
And they're both funny people too. So he did pretty much comedy himself.
Yeah.
And she's a stand-up comedian, so I think their personalities bounce off each other.
Yeah, completely agree. To answer your question about Ron and Brenda, I just absolutely love them.
There is something, and I'm not going to reveal too much, but coming up in relation to them in upcoming episodes. So,
Ooh.
A little tidbit there.
There we go. So, back on to you, Sarah. If you were to give someone immunity for the next week, who would it be?
Vicky.
And why? But it can't be Jackie. Oh, Vicky. Whoa.
No, 100% Vicky.
Wow.
I'm Jackie, but I have fallen for Vicky, not in any that way, but I just love her as a person. Didn't know her when she came in, but she just exuded, to me anyway, this really bubbly, funny, like she's really funny.
Yeah.
Light-hearted personality, and I just think that she's constantly trying to be positive and put a good vibe in the camp. And I love that. I think she's funny. I think she brings entertainment into the group.
Yeah, I agree.
Apart from your resident funnies, Ron
and Brenda.
No, I would definitely give her immunity. If not her, and so you said not Jackie.
Yeah, not Jackie.
If not Vicky, Paul.
Yeah. I agree, and I think we have good reason to do it aside from liking them. I think I don't want to predict this, but I feel like Australia probably might vote them out, being that they're from another country.
Maybe, but it could go either way. They could vote them out because they're from another country, but they also did bring in a lot of something different to the atmosphere. Obviously, everyone's gonna either love Paul because sort of the whole world knows who he is, at least to some degree. I didn't know a whole lot about him, but I knew, most of the, bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, but aside from his career, with Princess Diana and working there and everything, he's actually just a really nice guy.
Yeah, it's really down to earth.
And lately, Mr. Grantfly here has been saying one of Paul's famous quotes, "Would you like a cup of tea?"
Would you like a cup of tea? That scene was just so adorable. Would you like a cup of tea?
Or do you think it's time for a cup of tea? It'll be like a really tense scene or something. Everyone will be fighting. And
Exactly.
Do a little cute, awkward face, and they'll be like, "Is anyone up for a cup of tea?" And you're like, "Oh, we just love you."
Yeah, exactly. Oh, bless him.
I know, he's so cute. He's actually so sweet. Yeah. Is it Vicky or Paul? And what about you?
Yes. Yeah, look, I would agree. Like, if I'm going off who I love, then, well, yes, them, but also for the reason that I'm sort of scared if Australia were both them off. But it's interesting that we bring this up because Kate is saying a few years ago an English dude, Freddie Flintoff, won the show.
Yeah, actually, I had watched literally a few days ago, Kate. I was YouTubing previous seasons of this show because I've never watched it before.
Mhm.
And I saw this guy with an English accent say, "Hello, I'm Freddie," whatever. I don't know what he said, but
Mhm.
he's like, "Oh, I'm the previous winner of I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Australia," and I was like, "Oh, so we have had foreigners win the
That's
show."
actually, that is
So really, it
awesome.
goes to show that people aren't just going to be like, "Oh, we're going to vote these people out because they're not Australian." People don't care.
That
People
is
just want to vote for
awesome.
people that they like.
Well done, Australia. And as everyone knows, I don't say that lightly, but well done, Australia.
Not patriotic here.
No, not overly. So, now, I will come back to I'm a Celebrity if the case does provide. But in the meantime, to celebrate Francois T's Harry Potter week, I thought I would have to bring up Harry Potter and ask you if you've heard anything in the news recently about Harry at all.
Oh, about Harry, you say? Oh,
About
well,
Harry?
have you heard anything?
No, but I did read something lovely on Facebook with someone suggesting that they should do a film version of Cursed Child. Cursed. I don't know why I keep saying cursed for some reason.
Cursed, we get you. But
Yeah.
that would be nice because I really don't want to read the book because it is set out very weirdly. And I have the book on my shelf. And I even lent the book to a family member to read, and then
Yeah.
she gave the book back, and I still haven't read the book. I mean, have you ever gotten your hands on the book? Would you ever read it? Have you ever?
Have I gotten my hands on the book? Yes, in the store. I picked it up, I looked at it, confirmed it was a play, and put it back down. Now I've heard that the storyline is good. Um,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, it's.
I started reading the first few pages,
Mhm.
and that's sort of the children that I don't even know going off to school or something. And I just couldn't get into they'll literally have writing saying setting the scene, and then they'll explain what the scene's supposed to look like, and you're like, oh, okay. But no, I would like because it's really sad because they're putting on these stage shows of the first child
Yeah.
in England and potentially in Melbourne, Australia.
Yes.
Um, but there are a lot of people that are going to miss out because they can't get to England, they can't get to London and watch it,
Yep.
or they're not in Melbourne, they can't watch it. So like, we want it too.
Yeah, it's quite random that we would get it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think
But
maybe people have petitioned and been like, "Listen, we're in Australia. We're very far away from everything, literally.
yeah.
Give us something."
Yes, I mean,
We don't have Universal Studios with the Harry Potter world section. We don't have all that
no,
kind of
no.
stuff. We don't have a fake Hogwarts there and all the shops.
I will say that I would trade in the play for the Harry Potter world in 2 seconds.
And yeah, me too.
Yeah, it
Hands
just
down,
looks
I would be
amazing.
going there. It's not a one-time thing for me too. I can imagine you and I going there like every weekend, just running around. Well, maybe not every weekend. That's a little excessive, but
But yeah, yeah.
regularly, and dressing up. And I like seeing on YouTube, people in America and England going to them and actually getting into it, dressing up and doing their hair in the colors of their house or whatever. And
Yeah.
you can even go into Ollivander's shop and get your wand chosen for you. Like, it's amazing. And
Yeah,
yeah, like, I would love it.
just awesome.
All my dreams would come true.
Now, to some a sad revelation that I was not aware of, but apparently, according to sources, Maggie Smith was doing chemotherapy while filming Harry Potter. Now, I didn't know this. Did you know that?
I know, I didn't know that, but it's been a
Yeah.
while since Harry Potter's been finished.
Yeah.
Do we know when the last Harry Potter was released? The
Oh,
last one?
gosh.
It's been a
It was
while ago.
a
So
while ago.
they've moved on to bigger and better things. These actors, these actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I didn't know that. That's really sad.
It is. Just
Maggie
think.
Smith is such a trooper.
Oh, she is. So much love for her. Just thanks to our dear friends at Google, 2011 was the last film. Thank you, Google.
So yeah, it was literally like 7 years ago.
So quite a while ago. But yeah, I never knew. But yeah.
No, I mean she wore a hat a lot of the time.
That's true. That's true.
It was noticeable.
Yep.
Props to her though, because battling cancer and getting treatment for that is not a easygoing process. It's actually, it makes you very sick. So if she was filming while doing that, then oh my goodness, go her.
Yes, agreed.
I've been thinking for like 10 years now that she's still going and she still looks pretty similar. Like 10-15 years ago, she still looked pretty old and she's still going now. She was still going at the time.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's interesting. Now look, I have a lot of love for her, and it's no secret that I have a lot of love for Julie Andrews as well. And I really do feel that, not to sound all morbid, but the day those two leave, for me, the world will change.
Oh, I think you'll be very sad.
I will be. I'll be in mourning. But as has been pointed out to me, what would I wear when I'm in mourning, considering I wear black a lot of the time anyway? So would I wear like something colourful or?
Maybe you can wear something colourful to celebrate life. These are very colourful people. They've had very colourful lives, haven't they?
That's true. Very colourful.
I was winging that, but it seems to work.
You did well. Have I ever asked you the "Who would you save" question with Harry Potter?
What do you mean?
So, of all the people that have died, if you could bring one back, who it will be?
Oh gosh, that's such a hard. I mean, listen. Yeah. I know a lot of people cried when Dobby died, right?
Yeah.
It was sad. I actually really was so sad when Dumbledore died, but I was sad when Snape died.
Yeah.
As well. Like, I don't know. Yeah. That's hard. Who would you save?
Look, I can only give an answer right away because I have spent time thinking about it.
I haven't thought about it in a while.
But for me, the one that hurt the most, which I've surprised a few people when I say this, is Sirius Black.
Yeah, I had a feeling you wouldn't. It would be like someone else.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like everything was perfect. Harry was finally leaving the Dursleys, and then it didn't happen, and then it nearly happened, and then he died, and I don't know, that just really got to me.
Not necessarily Sirius Black as a character, but more the fact that Harry finally had a family member.
Yeah.
Kind of figure. That he could have had this real good bond with and moved forward with, and it's just like, nope, so rip it away from you.
So rude.
Right? Because I was sad when Dumbledore died, because I was like, no, he's like the god, like he's like the good dude.
Yeah.
There's like Voldemort, and then there's Dumbledore. Like, who's gonna do? I don't know, man. Like, he was just such like a big character that it just really tore me apart. I was like, nah.
No, I agree. I was yeah, like I was sad for Dumbledore, but I think I was more at that time angry at Snape. I was really angry with Snape.
I remember reading the books.
Yeah.
And when I was reading the books, I honestly did not expect such a big character to be cut off.
Yeah.
So for Dumbledore, who was like pretty
Mhm.
pivotal character to be like killed off, I mean, that's what they do in movies and books and stuff. They
Yeah.
do pull on your heartstrings by killing off your faves,
Yes. Yep.
mess with your head a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't expect it at all. So it was like a massive shock. And I was really into the story. I was like, one of those kids that really, really took it all quite seriously.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was in a period of mourning when Dumbledore died.
It was. Yeah. Yeah. Very hard. No, look, it's interesting you bring up like reading the books. I know that we're both, big advocates for reading the books.
Hmm.
Um, and I just, oh, I can't help but keep thinking of the same thing, and I'm sure you know what I'm going to say. Harry, did you rename the Goblet of Fire? Harry, did you rename the Goblet of Fire? I mean, read the books, people, because honestly, I just, it would have been a couple of days ago, I reread that chapter. I was reading Goblet of Fire, and it's nothing like that.
Oh, it's not. I can't remember because it's been such a long time since I've read it. I mean, I've got the books on my shelf, but yeah, I don't remember it being like that. As you said, Dumbledore wasn't a.
It was much nicer.
I mean, the way you say it when you quote it is just really funny. But in the movie, it actually like made me. I was annoyed. I was like, "This is
Yeah.
really irritating."
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And that's how it is for me now. The first time I saw it at the cinemas, it freaked me out. I was like, whoa, 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 hang on, whoa, what's going on? Why is he so
Whoa,
pissed
crazy
off?
Dumbledore, chill
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
I think they were trying to go for the fact that you know Dumbledore was sort of keeping his distance from Harry and stuff and being a bit weird and everything. But I don't know. That was
Yeah.
just weird. That whole scene was weird.
Yes.
And
But
the one that really irritates me, the one scene, is the
mhm.
big battle scene
Yeah.
in the last movie
Yeah.
where you think Harry's died and everything. You're like, oh no, oh my god. And then
Mhm.
him and Dumbledore battle it out, right?
Yeah.
But the way they did it in the movie was so different to the way it's done in the book. In the movie, it was done. There was no one around. Everyone else was inside and everything.
Yes.
From what I remember,
Yeah.
they tried to make it all artistic and everything. Oh, this, but in the book, it was like a massive scene, and everyone was watching, and like Harry
Yep.
threw out all these like so like
Yep.
in the book they're like in the hall or whatever wherever they are,
Mhm. Yeah.
and
No. Yeah.
everyone is there, and Dumbledore's like trying to get people to come over to his side, and not Dumbledore, Voldemort, get
Yeah.
people to come to his side and everything, and then Harry pops up and he's like, "I'm alive," basically. I thought I was dead, but no, haha. This is the way it happens in my head, but pretty much, right?
I love it. Yep.
And then he's like, actually, you're not the true Elder Wand owner thing, and I'll explain it to you right now because this and this happened. So really, you're not the true owner of the Elder Wand.
Yeah.
And then, they end up battling it out, right? So
Mhm.
it was really annoying that in the movie it didn't happen like that because it was such a big scene. It was like, it shocked me. I was like, oh my god, yes. In the movie, it was like, it lost its appeal.
Seriously, the movie, that battle, depending on your point of view, I'm going to give you one or two words because I can sum it up in one or two words depending on your point of view. Cornflakes. Cornflakes.
Do explain.
When Dumbledore, now I've got Dumbledore in my head. When Voldemort dies, he turns into cornflakes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just it goes into pieces, and you're like, what is this?
exactly.
I mean, as I said, they were trying to make it all artistic and stuff. It's a movie scene, but it just didn't really hit the spot for me.
Exactly. Look, honestly, for me, either like blow the guy up, like make it really massive, or stick to the original because what you learn when they're walking around in a circle and taunting each other, you learn so much, like about the Elder Wand and everything else.
Yeah.
That yeah, they really should have kept it. And I mean, they said they were making the final film directly for the fans. So you would think it would be better to stick with that original thing if you're doing it for the actual like fans. But
I just think it had much more of an impact when it was
yeah,
all happening in front of everyone. Because that's the whole
yeah,
point, man. Like Harry's been often doing this stuff for all the books or all the movies or whatever, and it was just a nice scene for him to be able to really duke it out with Voldemort right at the end in front of everyone and be like, "This is for all everyone, bam, you dead." I'm like,
mm,
oh no,
yeah.
you're gonna irritate me. Just like the ending of Pretty Little Liars. This is the
Oh,
same.
I love Yes, I love that you say that because I was just about to go there.
Really?
I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 3 last week's episode last night, and one of the guest judges on the show was Shay Mitchell, who plays Emily in Pretty Little Liars.
Ooh,
I was like,
interesting.
oh my god, PLL! But just quickly, before we go over to that, Kate says, it annoyed the shit out of me that Harry didn't fix his old wand.
I'm trying to remember, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. So, I remember in the film that he snaps the Elder Wand, where in the book he doesn't. He puts it back with Dumbledore. That's right. He takes. That's right. He takes the wand to the office, to Dumbledore's office, fixes his wand, then takes the Elder Wand and puts it back into the casket with Dumbledore. Yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, look, I can understand that. Look, it annoyed me when he snatched the wand. It really pissed me off. Look, honestly, what pissed me off even more was that the burrow caught on fire, but that's a whole other story that will go for 5 hours
Yeah.
because it just wasn't necessary.
That
Yeah,
wasn't a thing in the books either.
no. But yeah,
I just wanted to destroy one of the main places that felt like home other than Hogwarts in the movie.
yeah,
Let's destroy the Burrow, the only other place apart from Hogwarts that we freaking love.
exactly. I mean, thank you. But yeah, so that was very annoying. But yeah, so after all this time of getting over this darn show, PLL,
Yeah.
Shay Mitchell shows up on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm like, oh my god, PLL. Um, and yeah, it was interesting, but it reminded me, and I know there are a lot of you out there that are eager for this, so I'll put it out there, that The Perfectionists has not yet been filmed. So we're good.
It hasn't been filmed yet.
No, so we're safe.
Oh, okay. I thought it was actually coming out, but I haven't even got. My goodness.
We are safe for now from Marlene's clutches.
Yeah.
For now, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, I
no.
honestly don't really know what most of the people from PLL are getting up to now. I know some of them have gone on to other projects, but nothing that I would say is too big or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I hope they're doing good.
Yeah, well, Rue was saying that I keep thinking the word Emily, that Shay is in an upcoming film that's coming out really, really soon. I forgot the name, but yeah, she's in a film that's coming out.
Don't even know the name.
Yeah,
Is that important? No. Yeah, they're doing things, but I wouldn't say that I get overly excited. Maybe Troyan, because I did like Troyan.
yeah, same. Yeah, big love for Troy.
She's a really, really intelligent person and a good actress and
Yeah.
producer. She did
Yes.
produce, I think, an episode of Pretty Little Liars.
Yep, she sure did. Yep.
Yeah, so I think she's quite talented. So
Yeah.
I feel like she'll go and do some indie stuff and
Oh yeah.
not all the big things.
Did you see whatever it was called, the eating disorder film Feed.
No, I haven't seen it, but should I should watch it. I did want to watch it, but then I never ended up watching it.
No, all good. For Harry Potter fans, though, the guy that plays Draco Malfoy is in that film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Felton.
Tom Felton, that's the one. Well done.
Isn't it? Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and so we have Jim Cat here.
Cat.
Hi, Jim Cat. She says, morning, it's raining and 8:10 a.m. here. Oh, poor thing. Sorry, it's raining.
Raining is nice.
Right. Yeah, we do.
We do in Australia.
Yeah, in Australia. Jim's from the other side of the world where it's been very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but today, hello, Jin. Yeah, today's weather in Melbourne, Sarah. For those of you who don't know, Sarah's in Sydney. Well, for those of you who also don't know, I'm in Melbourne. Today's weather in Melbourne was just ridiculous. I woke up and it was really, really cold, and then by the time I left work, it was really hot.
Dude, it is. Yeah, you know what? I think like Australia is just trying to figure out what it's doing because we're at at the end of summer and we're just trying to whip in some like hot days still, but the cold is coming on and then everything is confused. It was like that here in Sydney the other night. It was freezing in the nighttime. Like it was so cold.
Oh.
The next day it was 34 degrees and really hot, and I was like, okay.
It's ridiculous.
I'll go with it for now.
But speaking of weather, technically speaking, when it comes to the Gregorian calendar, thank you very much, we're apparently in autumn.
Oh, yes, technically, if you go like that.
Sorry, once again, everyone, in Australia, we're currently in autumn. Yeah, if you go by the Gregorian calendar. And so this morning I was like, oh, yeah, autumn weather, but no. And apparently we're going to get like 30s next week as well, so here in Australia, in Melbourne. So
I don't know what our weather is supposed to be like. I think I haven't even looked, but oh God.
Yeah, that's just insane. Really.
I don't know, like on the days where it's not like severely humid and hot, I like those days.
Yeah.
Where it's like sunny and a little bit warm, but also a little bit breezy. The in between days.
Yeah.
They're good days. I'm feeling that on those days, but the really hot days, the extremes, I can't deal with. And when it comes to the cold weather, I'm not going to be really digging the really cold weather either because
Exactly. It is.
I'm struggling with the extremes that Australia seems to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't just be on an even keel or anything. No, we're just going to go high and low all the time.
Yeah. Jim Cat says she's from Indiana.
Yeah.
And bipolar weather everywhere, especially here. And 70 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect. Hello, Google.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what that is in Celsius, Jim Cat.
And it is 21.1 degrees Celsius. I'm happy to go a little higher than that.
I would go higher than that for me as well.
Yeah. What would you go to?
Maybe like a 25.
25? So for those of you playing along at home in the US, that's 77 Fahrenheit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree. 25? Yeah.
It starts creeping up in Australia when it starts creeping up past a 25, depending on what time of the year, but it can, for me at least anyway, feel a little bit too hot. Like I can start feeling the heat a bit more when it creeps up past 25, but if it creeps down to the like closer to 20, then I'm feeling the cold. Like I don't know if my body is just sensitive to temperature. But I can feel the difference between like 2 degrees. If it goes up 2 degrees, I'll feel that 2-degree heat. If it goes down 2 degrees, I might actually feel that 2-degree drop and go, oh, I'm feeling a bit colder. Like my body's not regulating to this right now.
But no, I mean, I also get it because not too long ago. I was in Sydney in summer, and the humidity was, for me being a Melburnian, it was ridiculous. It was really like muggy.
It gets horrifically muggy.
Yeah.
You know, in my house,
Mhm.
it could be cool outside, so we could have a really hot day where it's like really humid,
Mhm.
and it'll start cooling down outside. There'll be a lovely breeze, but inside, all the mugginess and humidity is trapped. So you were just walking around with all this humidity in your house, like at least in my house anyway. And you're like, ugh, it's so hot. And then you open the door and stand at the door, and you're like, oh, actually, there's a nice breeze. Yeah, hasn't made its way inside yet.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely like that.
Ah. Oy.
I can't
Uh,
say I know Melbourne weather that much anymore. I think I was little when I went to Melbourne last.
Melbourne is, well, Melbourne's weather, I am, look, going off of when I was last in Sydney, Melbourne's weather is easier to handle. You can, I don't really understand the whole humidity thing, but it's more breathable in Melbourne.
There was, okay, so like last summer here in Sydney, there was a day where it was so hot, and especially inside where the humidity was even thicker,
Mhm.
I felt like I couldn't breathe because
Yeah,
it was that thick in the air.
yeah,
And it was like horrible. Like it's already hard enough to deal with the heat, but then the humidity on top was like
yes,
it's actually like you feel like you can't breathe. Like the air is heavy,
yeah.
which I guess I didn't realize that Sydney does experience that a lot more than some other states.
Mm. Yeah, no, it's very true. So because exactly, I've experienced the same. It's like, ugh, it's so hard to breathe. Where you don't get that in Melbourne. It does get hot. You definitely feel the temperature, but you can still breathe in it.
Well, I know that you were struggling with those hot days down
Oh
there in
yes,
Melbourne.
oh yes, I
Francis was
was.
like, I'm just going to keep to myself and not talk to anyone because
No,
it is too hot to
I
breathe. That.
was very upset. I decided I didn't like summer right before summer.
Yeah.
It's
But
been
we
a
did
little
say
painful.
that we like the summer evenings where it cooled down the days where it's a
Yes,
little bit warm, but it's cooled down a bit. So it's that nice kind of,
yes. No, that is very true. Not to be all grease about it, but I love my summer nights.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, no,
really
I
do.
like them too. No, it's good when it's cooled down a bit but still warm. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, well, lovelies, I just want to say, if there's anything else you'd like to say, let us know. I just want to say, I don't know how much longer Sarah and I are going to be here. Once again, for those of you who have joined us from overseas, I want to say thank you. It is just after midnight here in Australian Eastern Standard Time, so I just want to let you guys know. So yeah, we might sort of do a bit of a wrap up, and if anyone has anything they want to say.
I mean, we can go for like a few more minutes and then we might head off. But we've been on
Yeah.
here for a little while, haven't we?
Yeah, we've done well. I honestly
I
couldn't
don't
tell you how
know.
long, but it's been a while.
This is like our normal conversations we just have without an audience at times.
Exactly.
To us ramble.
It's fun.
Love it.
Yes.
We're gonna do our own radio show, guys. In the
Oh,
future.
yes.
We'll just
Totally.
be a new evening
Yeah.
midnight show or whatever because we don't do breakfast shows.
Oh, no, no.
That's
No, no, exactly. Exactly. I was just say we're sleeping then.
so we'll be a midnight show.
Yeah.
When you're all driving home in your cars.
Oh, that's so cool. I don't know why I'm thinking this as my first thought, but I'm thinking, oh, I love song dedications. But anyway.
I would love to do love song dedications.
Yeah.
People bring in with their cheesy little shout out to their lovers.
Yeah.
Songs.
Oh, how
I would
lovely.
so do that.
Yeah. With a
That'd be-
with a sidekick or two, or not really?
we can have anything. It's our
Cool.
show.
Oh gosh. So, not to bring up a blast from the past, but earlier today I was thinking about, God, what the heck did we call it? That psychic chat. I was thinking about it earlier today. Sorry?
Wait, what?
No. The one we did on Comment Below and Let Me Know.
Oh, Spiritual Moments?
Spiritual Moments. Yes, thank you. Well done, Sarah. Yes, Spiritual Moments. For those of you who don't know, we used to do a psychic live reading chat here at Comment Below and Let Me Know called Spiritual Moments.
Mainly
Yeah.
for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
We did forewarn people that
Yes.
it may not be 100% of accuracy, but to take it with a grain of salt.
Just enjoy it. And I was just thinking about it earlier today, randomly going, oh, that's right. I did readings.
You
Um,
did.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, just quickly, Jen Cat is saying, have to go now myself. Good health to you all. Cat, love heart, lady doing a sort of half Egyptian pose. Clap, 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 clap. Well done. Thank you, Jen Cat. I'm not good with emojis, really. I need to learn them.
That was very precise emoji reading right there.
Woo! And she says, do you have famous radio personalities like we have Bob and Tom from Q95 here? Yeah, we do.
We do have famous radio people as well.
Yeah. Do you know?
From it, so.
Sorry?
You can make a career from radio.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I will say one thing. In the kitchen, we play the radio all the time, which is really good. It's a great motivator. But we listen to older music, which I love. Yeah. And so it's...
We have the radio stations that play mainly older stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I said it, but bye, Jen Cat. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Jen Cat.
You usually join in every now and then. Usually when we have chats, you arrive at some point. So
yeah. No, definitely appreciate it. So thank you. I also want to give a thank you to Tori for joining us earlier. To Kate. To Brad.
And Kate. Yeah, and Brad.
Yeah.
My new friend Kate. You know Kate already.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? Those of you that are new to the channel, I do want to give a special shout out to someone who normally joins us, but I'm so sure that she's asleep. So I'm going to give a big shout out to the wonderful Annabelle Foster. Hello, Annabelle. If you're listening, we love you. We miss you. I'm sure we'll see you soon.
We will.
But to all my lovely comment blowers and let me knowers, thank you so much for joining us, whether it's live or delayed. As I say, I know things have slowed down quite a bit. The good news is, though, that I have many videos, and if you'd like, one thing you can do is, starting from tomorrow, you can go back to my very first video and watch one every night. I'm sure it will keep you entertained. Anyway, but yeah, look, in all seriousness, I will try to do videos when I can. It's just been a bit of a tough schedule, but it's really good when we can come on here and do live chats.
What's
and so
nice is that if you guys know, when we do live chats together, it literally is impromptu. We'll be talking to each other privately, and we'll go, "Hey, want to do a live chat?" And it happens, and it could be any time. We don't. It's never planned.
No, never.
No.
No, it's so funny. Like we will plan it like 5 minutes before we start. If that.
I can't remember a time when we've ever legitimately planned. I mean, except for like themed live chats.
Yes.
I can't remember a time where we've ever planned one of these chats. Just you and I.
You know what's funny? I have the feeling we planned one and then it didn't happen because it was planned.
Probably. Who planned that? He does that, not me.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, exactly right. Yes, that's my fault.
No, it's good because either one of us just messages the other and says, "Hey, do you want to do a live chat?" And we either say, "No, not really feeling it," or we go, "Yeah, let's do it." And tonight was one of the nights where we were like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I was aware that Francois had no work tomorrow. I was going to ask him last night, and I was like, "Oh no, he's got work."
Thank you.
I left it till tonight.
I appreciate that. Now, I just I just want to say something really quickly. Since we have gone on long enough that, anyone who was interested would still be here, or if they're listening to it at a later time, would still be here. But if they're not, they would have been long gone by now. So, loyal listeners, got a few things that I can now proudly say. First of all, if you live in Australia, I want to say F you Centrelink, and everyone get on your soapboxes and go and burn them to the ground. Okay, now that I've said that, I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's great, Dal. Thank you for letting that out.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm proud.
that's certainly interesting.
That's my proud moment. Yes, my new charity, Francois Against Centrelink. No, Francois People Against Centrelink. It's for PAC.
I would get into that, I'm down with that.
Sweet. Yay. So get on board and support for PAC, Francois People Against Centrelink.
For PAC.
Yep, for PAC. Woo. Yeah, no.
It really does.
Thank you. No, there's a lot of issues with welfare in Australia, but Centrelink, yeah, they grind my gears, and there's just a lot of problems that need to be dealt with. And I have freedom of speech. So.
I've been talking about this recently, and I know we're going to go soon, but quickly while
Yeah.
we're touching upon
Yeah.
I'm part of a chronic illness group because I deal with chronic illnesses.
Yeah.
And so there's a group that's literally dedicated to people with my specific chronic illness trying to get on the disability payment. Anyway, that's all good, blah, blah. It's all crap. We know that. It's really hard. Centrelink in general is terrible. Yeah. And someone was like, listen, the only thing you can do is vote this party out when we're able to. And they're like, make sure, pay attention to when elections come up, because that's our way to deal with this situation and deal with the
Agreed.
nature of Centrelink is to, and I'm not overly political, but I will get political about things like this.
Yes.
It does affect me and a lot of people around me.
Exactly right.
Yeah, when it comes to it, if you're in Australia, we'll probably talk about it. If elections do come up, we should definitely do chats about it and why it's important to vote a certain way.
Yeah.
And what it means. So, not that we like being serious that much on this channel, but if it calls for it, then we will.
Yes. No, I completely agree. I just wanted to very quickly translate for people on the other side of the world. We're basically talking about welfare over here. In case you're wondering, or what is it called?
Your benefit payment.
Yeah, benefit payments. Is it 401k or something? I don't know. I know there's anyway. But yes, so for those people over in America and for those people in England, welfare.
Yeah, it's honest. It's not a very good system that's been set up here in Australia.
No.
Definitely targeted at the most vulnerable
Yeah.
people.
It's ridiculous. I've spoken to a lot of people in my time, that have been on Centrelink, and I will say the one thing that everyone on Centrelink has in common is that their stress levels rise the longer they're with Centrelink, and that just goes to show the problem is on their end.
Oh yeah, because if you guys aren't aware, and I'm sure they do this in a lot of other countries too, they target the vulnerable, as I said, and they like to make out that the job seeker or the person that's been on payments for longer term are just lazy and no, my friend, we are not enjoying the ride.
No, certainly not. No, God no.
I suppose we should leave it at that because we don't want to get too into it and bring ourselves down. But yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, if it does come up again, I think we should definitely do like a dedicated chat to it.
Agreed.
Because I think you did mention that.
I did. Yeah, that I wanted to do a Centrelink chat for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'd be so into it. Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
Get my dad into it.
Yay. Fantastic.
My dad runs a Centrelink group for basically people to discuss information and talk about issues and stuff. He runs that on Facebook, so.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. Yes, he does. He's fantastic. I have a lot of love for that, for him and for what he does with it. I was just thinking, just for one show only, we can bring social issues out of retirement.
Yeah.
And just for this chat, but yeah.
But you know what? It's one of those social issues chats that we have a lot of information about. We can talk about it.
Oh yeah.
You and I, at least,
Yeah.
have both been
Yeah.
in this
Situation.
So
Exactly.
it's something that, as a whole, we have a lot of information about, have a lot of opinions about,
Mm-hmm.
and it is something that people need to talk about more.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do a chat, although that whole situation with the government and Centrelink stresses me out. But I would be happy to rant about it on a chat.
Yay! No, I think that's wonderful. Then we should definitely do that. So you've heard it here. It will happen, and we'll let you all know in our underground way when it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should wrap it up now, I think.
Yep, I agree. All right, thank you.
On that negative note. No.
Yeah, exactly. Sunshine, babies, toys, teddy bears. Woo! Okay, we're all happy now.
Yeah, happy.
Happy. Yes. Look, thank you once again to everyone who has joined in, whether it's here in Australia or from overseas. I really appreciate it. Whether you be a long-time listener, first-time listener, look, it is appreciated. As Sarah was saying earlier, they're always impromptu when we do chats, and we're always
For the most part, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. We're always happy to do them, but like when you guys join in, it makes it so much fun, and we really do appreciate it. So thank you very, very much. And clearly, comment below and let me know is still alive. So woohoo! Thank you once again for joining us, and we will see you very soon. Gosh, what did I used to say? Keep your eggs sunny side up. Give someone you love a hug today, and make love and not war. Woo!
And say hi to someone. I don't even know if you said that or if you were just joking, but yeah.
That'll do. Yeah, and
love them today.
And the newly evolved 2 can keep a secret if 1 does not bring up AD. Because once they do, then it just doesn't really work. Okay.
And on that note, goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. Bye, everyone. Bye.